Today I'm not doing my usual intro as the Seedpot dances on the line between overpowered and just very strong, but that doesn't stop me from talking about it. I want to show you all situations in every challenge where the trinket might be useful and explain why it would be strong. The trinket drops from the first boss in every nightmare and has a decent 15 to 20% drop rate. Some classes can bonus roll the item too. Check the dungeon journal if your class is eligible for that. You can kill her in all 4 difficulties. Do looking for raid first, as otherwise you have to travel to the raid entrance in Val'sharah, and we have no time for that. Upon using the trinket, it creates a 10 yards zone, which does around 1800 damage over 10 seconds to the enemy, ticking once per second with the chance to crit, and gives you 5% leech with a 60-second cooldown. The damage effect alone makes it one of the best single target trinkets, however the true strength comes into effect with AoE situations. Starting with the Kruul challenge, we can use it on every second ad wave to completely handle the ad wave alone. Try to always use it under the Inquisitor virus after you collected the Nether Horrors to maximize your damage. I would say it's the best trinket for the tank challenge, as it allows you to deal with the ads way easier, and I'd suggest any tank to try and get it. For the high mountain challenge, the trinket lines up perfectly with every ad wave spawn. Simply get in the middle of the egg spawn and use the trinket. There is one weird disadvantage however. Because killing the eggs so quickly, you will have way more damage on Tugor, and you probably end up doing a damage stop on him. So try to focus the worm whenever he has 4 stacks or less, or you might end up having too much hit points on the worm. On the Xylem challenge, you can use it on the ice shards to boost your leech slash to get some extra healing. However, unless you have Frost Death Knight, you still have to leave the shards quickly. Expect 5 to 6k healing if you pre-place the trinket on the ice shards. In the second phase, we can pre-place the trinket right before the seed ads are spawning to quickly kill them. Very useful for classes who have limited AoE like Survival Hunter, Sub-Rogue or Havoc Demon Hunter. Next up we got the Sigyryn challenge. To nobody's surprise, it's a 3-man cleave fight. The trinket does OE damage and gives you leech. Expect 10 to 20% of your total damage being from the trinket. Keep in mind however, if you let Sigyryn sit in CC, the trinket will break her out. For the longest roleplay intro, we got Agatha. Every time she spawns a small army of 3 to 5 imps, you can use the trinket, as both have around the same cooldown. Sometimes some imps are summoning themselves right away out of the void, and that's unfair, but so is life. Anyhow, very decent trinket for this challenge. The penultimate challenge I want to talk about is End of the Risen Threat, or otherwise known as the Healer challenge. I certainly recommend it for the hallway and for the final stage, and overall it is good, but if you want to use it in phase 1, it depends on yourself. If you have a more like healing playstyle in the first phase, and you simply deal with the mechanics, and it doesn't matter if the Arcane Mage does 4 or 5 casts for you, I would say it's not the best trinket for you, in this phase at least. But if you want to kill the Arcane Mages as fast as possible, I do recommend the trinket in phase 1 as well. Lastly, for the Thwarting the Twin challenge, I personally did not use it, as it requires micromanagement to get into melee range, while also kiting and sometimes soaking the wounds, and also damaging slash interrupting the hands. And well, my brain wasn't ready for that. Either way, still an alright trinket for the fight. And that's it. If you enjoyed my content, don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye!